Hey nerds, welcome back to Nerd NATO. This is Mike. We're going to do a video today creating um, the intro video, oddly enough, which is the first video we did. So I do all of my editing, all of my video editing inside of Premiere Pro. However, if you don't have the money for Premiere Pro, you can use DaVinci, and it's free. And I'll do a video later on DaVinci if you guys want me to. If you do, why don't you just leave me a little note down the bottom. But Premiere Pro is not overly expensive. I think it's $20 a month. Or if you buy the whole Creative Cloud package from Adobe, it's like $50 a month. And if you're a student, I think it's probably $20. So a little expensive, but it really is, I think, the best. Anyway, let's get into this video. Alright, welcome back. So, I'm going to open Premiere Pro. And close out of all the advertisements. We're going to create a new project, and we're going to call this Intro and Logo. Okay, I would like to never see this again. Extremely like. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we are going to import the video we made last right here. Okay. Okay, so we're going to need that, and then we're going to import the intro we made. Okay. And then there's a couple other things we're going to import from my desktop. It's this little thing. And all that is a like and subscribe button. You guys will see it once we get the video put together. Now, the other thing we need to do, or I like to do, you don't necessarily have to do it, it's up to you, of course, but I like to find some background music because I know my voice is, sultry and all, but I'm sure you guys would like a little background music while I'm talking to you. So let's go to YouTube, and then what we can do is go down to the audio library. Okay, and then we can just search through here and see what we find that's good little background music. And let's see if we can't find Happy. Nope, I think that one's going to put you guys to sleep. Not at all what we're looking for. I find that dance and electronic usually works pretty good. Let's see. No. Okay, so far I don't like any of those. Let's look by genre. Let's go with, let's see, something poppy maybe? Let's try it. I don't want to give you guys anxiety. Something that could make sense. They hate when I like something without lyrics. Okay, let's try funky. Okay, let's do this one. I like this one a little bit. So just hit download, Summer Solstice over here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and import that. It's in our downloads, summer solstice. Okay. Okay, all right, so let's get to editing. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drag the video over, okay? Now, um, obviously you guys don't want to see me start with OBS, and usually what I look for is right here where the sound starts. That's usually where I'm going to start talking, right? So just fast forward over to there, and then you guys are going to hear the video talking now. Hey, what's up, nerds? Mike here with a new channel. We're going to call this channel Nerd NATO, and this channel is going to be okay. All right. So first thing I'm noticing, because I'm using a very cheap mic, is that I'm not loving this audio. Okay, so I'm going to highlight the audio, and we're going to go into audio, and then under effects, let's go into dialogue, and let's see if we can't clean it up a little bit. And so usually what I do is I like this podcast voice. I think usually cleans things up the best. So let's see how that sounds. All right. Hey, what's up, nerds? Mike here with a new channel. We're going to call this channel Nerd NATO, and this channel is going to be all about nerd stuff. So I thought I would do this first video on, well, we're going to do a first series of videos on creating a YouTube channel, whether it's a gaming channel or whatever it is you want to do. We're gonna talk about it. In the first video, okay. So still doesn't sound great, but it's not the end of the world. And I am doing this with a cheap mic. When I say cheap mic, I mean it's basically just my headset mic. So that's not bad. I don't think. I've got like a Yeti over there, but I don't have it hooked up yet, and I kind of wanted to show you guys how to do all this just with what you've got, kind of around the house. So, all right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to select this razor tool, and we're going to cut that down right there, okay? So you got the razor tool, you cut it right there where you had it highlighted. Now you're going to go back over to the selection tool. Make sure you're on this portion of it, and then just hit delete. Okay, now let's see. Oh, did I not do it? All right. So, and then selection tool, select that part of it, delete. Okay, so now we got the selection tool, and we can move this over. Okay, and now let's see. Hey, what's up, nerds? Mike here with a new channel. We're going to call this channel Nerd NATO, and this channel is going to be all about nerd stuff. So I thought I would do this first video on, well, we're going to do a first series of videos on creating a YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now I've got to find out where I'm going to cut this and insert my intro. So what I usually do when I'm recording the video is I pause long enough that I'll be able to see it in the audio track. And if we look down here, we see there's a pause right here. So I'm thinking that's where I've set up for the cut. Let's see. Their product. So let's get into it. Yes, and exactly. That's where I want to cut it, right here. Okay, so I'm going to cut this. Okay, now I'm going to grab my selection tool. I'm going to create some space here. And that's where I'm going to insert my intro, okay? Oops. And I'm going to put those two up together. All right. Now, let's see how this looks and sounds. I'm going to say be prepared because it's probably going to get loud because I haven't adjusted the volume of that intro yet. And it's turned up a little bit louder than everything else. So here we go. So let's get into it. Okay, so where I go to create all of my logos. Okay, so we want to turn this down and match those volumes a little bit, okay? So if you expand here, and all I did was click on that line, now I can see where the volume's at, okay? And see this little line here? Just lower that down a little bit, okay? And now let's see how it sounds. So let's get into it. Okay, and that's better. Because we don't want to blow away the listener with, we don't want to blow away the viewer when the volume changes there. But the other thing that I look at is how does it look when it transitions from you know, the screen I'm on to the next screen, to the intro screen. So let's look at that. Into it. And how does it look when we transition out? Okay, see, it's very sudden. And so what you can do is go into effects. Okay, and we're going to look for effects, video transitions. And what I usually use is just like a dissolve. So let's just do the additive dissolve, and you just click on that and grab it and bring it right here. Okay. All right, now let's play it and see how it looks. Okay, see, I know that's subtle, but it does play a little different. Let's get into it. Okay, and same thing when we're coming out of the intro. So let's go to the film dissolve again, drag it in, okay, and then it's our transition out. Now let's see how that looks. Let's get into it. Okay, much better. Now, what I don't like is the long pause we have between me speaking again and the end of that video. So I'm looking right here at how long we have. And I think right about there, I think that's a good point. So let's cut it. Okay, selection tool, grab it, delete it, okay, and then let's just drag it back over. And I know you guys are tired of watching this intro, but one more time. Okay, so now the problem is we lost our dissolve. So let's bring it back. The problem is we don't have this highlighted. There we go. There we go. Okay, all right, one more time. Let's make sure we got that dissolve. I'm sorry. Okay, so where I go to create all of my logos, and okay, and I think we still have this sound off a little bit. So let's raise this just a little bit more, and one more time. Okay, so where I go to create all of my logos and create all of my intros for the, I don't know, 5 or so channels I've created. Okay. All right, so far I'm liking all of that. The next thing we need to do is put in the sound we wanted to put in. So let's drag this in. So I'm just grabbing that sound clip and I'm putting it on audio 2. Okay. And the first thing I know is we want to cut it where the video intro comes in, because it's got its own music. So let's, if you grab this bar down here, you can zoom in or out. Okay. So let's zoom in and let's cut the audio right there. Okay. So we're going to cut the audio there. And and we're going to cut the audio here. Now just grab your selection tool, delete that out. Okay. All right, now let's see how it sounds, and then we'll adjust our volume. Hey, what's up, nerds? Mike here with a new channel. We're going to call this channel. Okay, obviously that's too loud, and I don't like the way this music starts. So let's see if we can't find something, a portion of the music that we like better. And actually, we probably should have done that before we edited this. Let's actually just remove this, and we're going to do that again. Sorry. All right, so drag this in, and then let's find a spot where we like the music. First video on, okay, so if we cut that there, I think I like that. So let's find where we have a dip in the sound right there. All right, and let's cut that puppy here. Okay, then remember, grab your selection tool, delete that out. Let's move it over. Okay, now I'm going to shrink audio 1 back down. Okay, and then let's expand audio 2. Okay, now let's turn this down because this is obnoxiously loud. So let's turn it down. And we want it's just something faint in the background, just, you know, so you don't have to just listen to my voice. Here we go. Yo, on, well, we're going to do a first series of videos on creating a YouTube channel. Okay, let's turn it up just a hair. Okay, let's see how it sounds. Whether it's a gaming channel or whatever it is you want to do, we're gonna talk about it. Maybe just a hair louder. And the first video we're gonna do is how to create. Okay, that was too much. And just a hair down. Okay. Create a logo and how to create an intro for your channel. The easiest way I know how. Little disclaimer here, I do have an affiliate link. Okay, you know, hold on, let's do that again. Do this first video on, well, we're gonna do a first series of videos on creating a YouTube channel. Okay, and I think I like that volume. So now let's scroll back over here. Okay, and let's make this larger. Okay, and let's cut. Let's make sure we got the right thing selected. We do. Okay, and so let's cut here. If you just scroll over. Okay, and then we'll cut here. Okay, and then grab your selection tool, delete it out. Okay. All right, and I know you guys are tired of watching this, but let's see what we got. Okay, here we go. Hey, what's up, nerds? Mike here with a new channel. We're going to call this channel Nerd, and this channel is going to be all about nerd stuff. So I thought I would do this first video on, well, we're going to do a first series of videos on creating a YouTube channel. Whether it's a gaming channel or whatever it is you want to do, we're gonna talk about it. And the first video we're gonna do is how to create a logo and how to create an intro for your channel. The easiest way I know how. Little disclaimer here, I do have an affiliate link for this. It's the only one I have, oddly enough, but I do have an affiliate link with these guys because I really enjoy their product. So let's get into it. Okay, so where I go to create all of my logos and create all of my intros for the, I don't know, 5 or so channels I've created. Full disclosure, none of them have been very successful, but I've been doing it for about a year. And okay, so I'm liking all of that. So now let's make everything smaller. And as you can see, our music falls off here, so we will have to insert it and do it again. So right now, what I'm going to do is, I know there's a couple of sections here where there's going to be some things that I have to download, and I'm going to cut out large portions of that so that, you know, obviously the audience doesn't have to watch me downloading stuff. So let's figure out where those spots are real quick. Let's look for a tornado logo. Actually, let's just get this audio all squared away real quick. So we know where where these lines change here. That's where the music changes to the point that I don't like it. So let's just cut that out real quick, delete it. Okay, and then we're just going to drag this back in, bring it back over, and again we know this spot right here, the part I don't like. You guys might love it, but you know, I don't. So let's get rid of it, and then we're going to move it back over. Okay, now let's shrink her or get it bigger and see. Okay, so let's go over here where we know we're going to have to cut this down again. So there's the audio drop off again. So let's cut it out. Delete that out. And then we're just going to continue to do this until we have everything taken care of. Okay, and I'm guessing maybe that might be enough after we get done editing the video down. Okay, so like I said, I know there's a couple of spots in here where I had to wait on some stuff to download. And I'm going to look at the audio again. So let's expand audio 1 so I can see it better. I'm guessing where my voice drops off here for extended periods of time, probably where I was waiting on stuff to download. So let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, so right here there's a drop off. Let's see what's going on in the video. Tornado logo. And you see what we forgot to do? We forgot to turn this one down. So let's match it up to the other one. Okay, there we go. All right, now rewind it here. All right, let's see what's going on here. The logo. And nope, that's not it. So let's see, maybe here. This. Okay, and purple's my favorite color, so this works out great. So then you're just gonna hit download, and it's gonna take it a minute before you can download it. Okay, so let's zoom in here and let's just cut out a little bit of this download time because I don't think anybody wants to watch that. So I'm going to maybe here, and then to there. It looks like probably safe. Okay, let's delete this portion out, bring them back together, and let's see what we got before you can download it. Okay. All right, so I think we can take that down quite a bit more. Let's lose this. Like I said, I'm just trying to get rid of a long pause here, and just dead video time. So let's see. Before you can download it. Okay. All right, and there it is. It's in my gaming logo. Now I'm okay. All right, now I know that in this video there was a second one I downloaded, and I'm guessing that's this pause over here. Let's see. We're setting up the channel. Okay, and again, it'll take it a minute to process before you can download it. Okay, so there's our point. So yeah, I've got clicked on the download button. So let's cut here. And then I'm thinking right here, maybe. Just judging by the spikes in the audio. All right, let's bring it back over and see what we got. Before you can download it. Boom. And we want to download that one. All right, perfect. Now let's find the intro we want. Okay. All right, so we know we can kill this. We can cut from here to about here. Just cut that out. Okay. Drag everything over. All right, let's see how this little section plays. Process before you can download it. Boom. And we want to download that one. All right, perfect. Now let's find the intro we want. Now I did some searching earlier, and all I did was put in nerd and intro. Okay. Now the next thing is I know there's a long pause where the intro downloads, and I know that pause is actually really long. So let's expand. I'm guessing it's going to be over here. No, that's not it. But since we're seeing all this dead time here, let's see what's going on. I don't remember. Okay, and again, the volume's too high there, so let's get it. There we go. All right. Videos, and just go to intros, outros. Okay. So let's look. Everything gets a little squirrely here. Let's see what's going on. I'm guessing that might be the spike from the actual video, or from the actual intro. Let's see. Okay, I think this is probably the part. And actually, I think we're going to need to cut and edit this volume a little bit, because I think when I was making that intro, we're going to see a spike in the volume here. Just judging by that, that's going to be rather annoying. So let's see. Okay. All right. Now, let's see how it looks. Okay, so here I think we can kill all this time that we're waiting on this intro to process. So let's see. I'm certain I don't actually say anything here, but let's just make sure. Yeah, okay, those are just little sounds of me moving around and stuff. So let's rewind to here. Okay. And let's just edit this over to around here maybe. And see where that puts us. how it looks. Okay, and the volume does get obnoxious there. So where we see these large spikes, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go all the way over to here where the video ends, it looks like. I'm going to snip that. And then on this audio, I'm going to just take this down a notch. Let's see how that plays. Okay, I think that's about right. The only thing is let's zoom in here. I want to lose a little bit more of that load time. Me personally, that just, I don't know. If I was watching this video, I don't think I'd want to see that. So let's lose that. Okay. All right, one more time. One more time, we're going to listen to this and just make sure everything sounds right, okay? How it looks. Okay, all right, I think that's good. Now let's see what's going on over here. It looks like, just looking at the audio, that I don't have a lot going on. And if I haven't said it earlier, that's really where I'm looking for times I had, nothing going on, is when the audio's dead like that. So let's see. I could be wrong, it's already halfway, so. Okay, so this looks like all the time we're waiting on the intro to download. So let's cut, expand, which I can never remember which way to slide. Okay, and then I don't start talking again until like over here. So let's cut that and bring it back over. All right, let's see what we got. Now, this one will probably take a little longer to. Okay, did you guys catch that? Where we came out of the intro and then I started talking and my voice volume changed? Okay, so let's go in and fix that real quick. So I'm thinking it's right about here. So let's create another cut. Okay, selection tool, and then let's turn this back up. Okay. All right, now let's see how that sounds. Okay, all right, I really like that. So let's download it. Now this one will probably take a little longer to be ready. I could be wrong, it's already halfway, so. Okay, all right, so it's complete. So we'll click here to download. Okay, so last thing we need to do here, it looks like, is highlight this audio. Let's cut out this portion here. Delete that. And then we're just going to bring in another audio. Okay. Select that one. Scroll over. Let's cut out all the stuff we don't like, which is that. Selection tool. Let's turn this audio back down. Okay. Slide it over. Okay. And then slide over to what looks like the end of the video right now. We'll probably edit that down a little bit too. Cut that. Delete it. Okay. Now let's see where we're at in our video. So right here. Okay. All right. And if it were me, I would create a file for your channel and move all of this into that file and then back it up, because you're not going to want to lose it. But that's all I got for you today, and visit me again on next week, and I will show you how to edit all your video together. Thanks, guys. Alright, so that was the end of our video. So let's zoom in. There we go. Let's cut this out. Okay, so selection tool here. Let's delete that. And scroll over and cut out the last bit of music. Boom. Okay, and then we've got one more thing to do. Okay, so we got one more thing to do. And it's not something you have to do, but I seen it on one of the channels that I was watching when I was first learning how to create YouTube videos, and they suggested that you put in like basically some kind of banner that says like and describe, or like and subscribe. Describe. But let's put that in really quick, and then if you guys like that, just leave me a note down in the bottom, and I will do a video on how to create one or how to get one. Okay, so that's this little thing right here. Okay, and you'll notice it's got this green screen on it behind it, and I'll show you how to get rid of that too. Okay, but first we're going to bring it over, and we're going to put this under video 2. Well, why does it want to put the audio there? Okay, so I put it under video 4 just so the audio is down here. But now you're going to see it pop up. Let's watch it real quick, and then we're going to resize it and get rid of the green on it. Okay. All right. So here's what it's going to look like. Whether it's a gaming channel or whatever it is you want to do, we're gonna talk about it. And the first. Okay. So that's great and all, but we need to change this. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna go to video effects, and we're going to go to keying. Okay, and then you're just going to hit that drop down box, and you're going to go to ultra key. Okay, and then just grab that. So click and hold and drag it over to it and drop it in there. Okay, now we're going to go to editing. Okay, and we still got this highlighted, this little piece of video right here. Okay, and we're going to go to scaling first. So let's scale it down to where we think it's appropriate. Okay, so probably about that size. Okay, and then let's reposition it. I think I want it over here, and let's move it up. I like it at the top of the screen. Okay, so that's the size. Actually, you know what? I'm going to scale it up just a little bit. Maybe. Well, a little bit. About like that. Okay. Now, see how you have this ultra key section here? You just click on this eyedropper and then highlight this. It goes away. Perfect. Okay. So now let's play it and see how it looks. Series of videos on creating a YouTube channel, whether it's a gaming channel or whatever it is you want to do. We're gonna talk about it. And the first video we're gonna do. Okay, so that looks pretty good, but let's see. Actually, I think that's the only place I'm gonna put it in the video. I mean, you can put it in other spots in the video just to attract attention, but I'm just going to put it in that one spot. So now that we have that done, what we're going to do is we're going to go to File, we're going to go to Export Media, okay, and then go to Q. And this is going to bring up the Adobe Media Encoder. And we're just going to check and make sure that we got the settings we want on this. Okay, so you want the H.264, and then on this, I personally would do 4K Ultra. Gonna take a little longer, but it it's gonna look great. Okay, and then I always put it on the desktop and then move it. Okay, save, and then just hit the play button. And depending on your CPU and your GPU and all of that good stuff, it's probably going to take a couple hours to get this done. But once it's done, you've got a video and you're ready to go. Guys, I appreciate it. If you guys use this to create any videos, if you use any of my videos to create a channel or video or anything, I'd love to see it. Um, you know, Try and put your name, maybe a link down on the bottom, and I promise I'll come to your channel, check your stuff out, like and subscribe, do all of that. And I appreciate all you nerds. I'll see you next time.